mighty. Not because you want to, but you have to. Be bold and no time to be bashful. Grab life by the horns like a natural. Be sharp, be quick, and be agile. Never ever let a competitor catch you. Stay ahead of whatever is trying to pass you. Though it's not a race, sometimes that's how you gotta operate.
Hello and welcome. My name is Samuel Ray, also known as Dr. Sam, and welcome back to Art of Rally. Though I finally have caught up to where I was before I lost my use of my computer temporarily. It entered a infinite loop of blue screen of death. It was not great. But apparently what happened was the career mode reset my progress, but not the unlocks that I had gotten. So I had to play through Group 2 and the majority of Group 3 all over again before finally, in the last upload, got to unlock a new car. So now we're finally back in, making some actual progress. And then I've loaded in a mod on the PC version here that actually updates the car names to be their real cars. Because the people who made the game, they couldn't license the real cars, so they just put them in the game and then implemented fake names that are similar enough for references, or wordplays, stuff like that. But nothing's stopping me from placing these. So we got the Fiat 1 through 1 Abarth, Mazda RX-3, Lancia Stratos, and Renault 17, Skoda 200 RS, Skoda 130 RS, and the Datsun 240Z. So I also used a mod that locks you out from being able to use cars that were made before the year that you're playing. That way it keeps it even more up. So let's see. Which car do I want? I've already used this. You know what? Let's run the Stratus. Hoping that this is working just fine in terms of the mods and unlocks and mic settings. Quite a precarious road here. I use the brakes to manipulate the automatic transmission into a lower gear system uphill. And I'm playing on automatic, not manual, so I couldn't manually just drop gears. Oh gosh. No. Okay, this thing's a little spin happy when you're in second gear. No. Right now, please. Come on. Not the fastest turn, but I'm not the greatest at U-turns, so I'll take it. Oh gosh. Come on. Oh, this is some weird, things angled and lot of elevation changes, a lot of up and down. There it was now on a turn. It was what? There we go. Oh no. Get back on the road, get back on the road. Trying to get better with rear-wheel drive cars because I had a bad run in weekly. I was forced to use a high-torque rear-wheel drive car, and you can go back and watch it. I'm driving a yellow car, and man, that thing wanted to spin every time I pushed down the accelerator. Here, it's kind of wanting to spin a little bit if I full throttle it. Throttle control. The most important thing when driving the rear wheel. Hay barrels, hate them. Entirely unintended. Okay, that was an okay slow speed drift. Okay, I handled that one a bit better. Hit the apex pretty well there. Not at a very high speed, but I managed to hit the apex and keep moving through the turn. Oh god. Straighten out, please. Man, what's with the hairpin turns on this track? So many of them. Get back on the road. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. It was weird. I was on two wheels and I had to turn left in order to get my momentum, the nose to move a little bit to the left. Let's flatten out the car again. If I kept going straight or going right, I would have flipped. I didn't fully understand, I just did it on instinct. Not in the moment. Had to. Come on, we're right near the end. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Curious to see how the replay camera is going to do on this one, because on stages with a lot of elevation changes, it gets a little wonky. Yep, there it goes. That's what I was expecting. Literally the one bad thing about the replay camera in this game. Other than that, it's second only to Gran Turismo as far as racing game replay cameras that I've experienced. But Gran Turismo also doesn't have mountainous elevation like this does. So maybe with similar horses it would have the same problem. I'm not sure. I might have to check out Forza Motorsport's Fujimi Kaido map, which is literally just a downhill toge run in a fictional Japanese mountain pass. I might have to give that a try, just to see how it feels and how the replay is. I've already unlocked a few cars in that one that I would enjoy trying out, like some of the, some good JDM cars for it. I've said this in the past, but I really do like how the brake discs heat up when you use it. I think it's a nice finish of flare, and you don't even see it in normal gameplay that much, because the car doesn't rotate enough on screen, you know, desynchronized from the camera for you to see it, but in replays it adds a nice touch of realism. Or believability, I guess you could say. Yeah, see, there's that awkwardness with going up and down hills. If the camera flips through the mountain, you just get the wide expanse of whatever the skybox is. Just an expanse of nothingness. But views like this are so good. I think I'm running the game on high quality settings. My computer can't handle highest. One thing I love about the classic era of Rally, on which this game is based, is the nature of the cars that you're using. I like how all the cars, well, they have to be based on real road cars that people like you and I would be driving. And that's what the homologation rules were about. They had to produce a certain amount of road legal versions of that car in order for it to be eligible for the competition. So Rally is like one of the closest motorsports to the cars that we use. We get to see cars that we drive out there. Obviously they're heavily modified for competition, but the base has to be, or at least used to have to be, a road-going car. Which I think is just awesome. And that's why you can drive, in real life, a WRX, or WRX STI, which is based on what they used in competition. You don't have that anymore in the modern WRC, where they're using, heck, I think that the shell has to be the same as their production car. But it doesn't have to be a production car that's in production anymore. Like, for example, Ford Puma, you can't even get that in America. And it's the only Ford right now used in Rally. And then the Hyundai i20, you can't even get that in America either. And then the GR Yaris, which is Toyota's WRC car. You can't get that in America either, unless you can use the GR Corolla. So it's just you've lost that cool aspect of the cars that are being used on the world stages are cars that you can buy. And the Subaru's not on the world level anymore. You find Subarus in the American Rally Association, not the World Rally Championship. Oh no, no! Ah. And most of the manufacturers pulled out of Rally. There were so many different manufacturers in Rally in the past. Dacia, Renault, Ford, Mitsubishi. Wow, that was a fun stage. Like that one was pretty intuitive. Yeah, Mazda. Now it's only a few. Okay. For World Rally, you got Hyundai, Toyota. Wow, I can't even remember. It was so like samey and generic looking. Hyundai, Toyota. Shoot, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look this up. Okay, Rally 1. Oh, so I was right. Ford Puma. Hyundai. There we go. Ford Puma, Hyundai i20, Toyota GR Yaris, and that's pretty much it. I think. And Ford Fiesta is only for junior WRC. Yeah, like there's not a lot of variety at all. Holy smokes. So the engine took a little damage and just needs to be cleaned up. Yeah, so like the old days there's so much more variety. Oh no, it's rainy and I'm driving a Torque V6. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Come on. Probably got to lock in focus so I can hear this thing properly. Stop sliding. Straighten out. Oh man, every time I try to adjust my heading just a little bit. Why? This is gonna be. Got a point where I want to go. There we go. To start a slide, you gotta kind of point towards the inside of the corner. Or the exit point, more accurately. That way, you maintain your momentum, but kind of push in the direction you want to go. Oh my goodness. Okay. This thing doesn't want to stay straight at all. Saw that rock. I was gonna cut, and then I saw the rock, and I had to abort and go towards getting it outside a little bit more. I'm surprised that thing didn't Velcro hurt me. Much enough straight at speed. Oh no. Oh man. these that have just a hard pull to the right. I can't tell. Oh, I think this thing's pulling to the right from the impact I put. Dang it. Hard to tell because I can't. Yeah, it's got a right pull now. Great. Not only does it not want to... Wow, that's a heck of a pull. Oh my... Oh no, 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 no. And there we go. That sucks. Like, at least if I was using a steering wheel, I would be able to kind of adjust for that. Just adjust my grip, my neutral grip. But controller, it's not really as easy to do. No! Oh, yep. I tried holding up on the control stick so that I could add a very slight adjustment to the side, but that doesn't even work this way. Maybe if I had a controller with some notches in it, like a GameCube controller, then I could have done something like that. But nope, just need to do some constant. Oh. Just need to maybe a throttle. Constantly try to adjust back and forth. Oh my goodness. No. Oh, it's the worst. Let's just gun it to the end. As I said, they throw a big little horse chicane at me. Back on the dang road. They gave me the worst stage possible for the car. I am not watching that replay. Oh, another replay stage after this one? Please, no. Still gotta feel like a slight. Not slight, more than just a slight list to the right. But at least now, I can adjust for that without swerving because of the rain. Dang it! I was trying to make that a little efficient. You know what? Maybe that's the trick. Maybe I should damage the left side so that it'll drive straight again. Dang it! Okay, never mind. Having a list in a car with where putting the power down makes it want to fishtail a little bit, just increases how much it wants to fishtail. As soon as you put the power down. Okay, that one went much better. I don't know why I was just blind to that boulder there, but after that I actually had a much better handle on steering this thing. Whew. Okay, well, I spoke too soon. It was after this. You know, something I find funny is how low poly everything looks in the art style, and the dust clouds behind it look like more realistic than the rest of it. Even the little particles that the dirt that kicks up are just like triangles, right? But then the dust clouds themselves are like super realistic looking. Especially from certain angles. I'm really looking forward to when I can get all-wheel drive car. Repair, stop. I finally get rid of that list. Yeah, radiator, gearbox, and suspension all damage. Fortunately, I have enough points for that. Whew. Enough repair time. Alright. I'm really going to have to balance going all out on this one and picking apart from damage. Can't let my time slip too much. Get back on the road. Not too far. Okay. Maintain control. There we go. Yes. Okay, I think I figured out my strat. Technique. Is to mix together left turn braking with the hand brake in order to achieve sharper rotation, so that then I can just put the power down completely, push myself through the turn more. There we go, little mini inertia drift. There it is, yep, okay. I figured out my tactic, or technique. I have to slow down right before the turn, hit the handbrake, and then put the power down. And try to do that from the outside so I can slide through the apex of the turn. Oh, nope, that's a spin. Half spin, but yeah. Half spins are the worst too. You spin 180. I would much rather go full 360 and try to maintain my momentum. Alright, looks like going up on a big jump. Oh, never mind. Do I have the list again? Okay, now I can't tell if it's my controller or if it's the game. Did I take damage? Huh. I really can't tell. I'm about to play close attention. Wait, did this just say that I got top 30% on this stage with this car? It did. Holy crap. Yeah, way too wide there. It was about a third through that I figure out my trick for taking U-turns. much better drift action going. I was able to keep more momentum in this stage overall by actually not having to mash on the brakes as much, but carrying more momentum through those hairpins. And on the lighter turns, just letting go of the throttle, twisting, and then pointing the nose in the new direction, and then gunning it. I would say my control is maybe somewhat involved, but we'll have to see once I get my hands on a working rear-wheel drive car. And I overcooked it there. But I managed to salvage it not too badly. I expected a jump there because usually those arches, jumps, but it really didn't happen. Maybe because I didn't have enough momentum to actually get air. Yeah, look at that. Up 40%. Okay. Nice. And that was the legendary Rally Ken. Oh, right. Dang it. 2 rallies of 5 each. In total. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go then. And see if my rally skills really have evolved. My rear-wheel drive skills, that is. Don't want to hit the hay barrels. Okay, that was a good cut. Gotta avoid those stones. Back on the tarmac. Let's go. So what I used works on the dirt, not so much the tarmac. You have to drive a little different here. And that's just because of the higher levels of grip. No. Let's try to fly straight and see if... Okay, so it was car damage. It wasn't my controller that was causing that list to the right. See? It should stay straight when I leave her. Like that. And then, so it was car damage. Little things like that cause damage. against her car. Makes it start pulling. Oh gosh. Had too much momentum and I couldn't stop. Here we go. Now we get to hit my speed and just... Oh, nope. Didn't want to overdo it. There we go, through the apex. Avoided the stone, nice. I got really close to the holy crap. Okay, that was a good cut for that chicane. I was cutting that perfect. Cutting through there. Darn it. Why are these stupid stones on the side of it? Ugh. Got 50%. This stage, these conditions, this car. Wow, that guy was just stuck on the hood of the car. Until I break there. I didn't realize that. It's funny. Man, I really overdid it into that turn. I went straight sideways. There's a certain vibe to this game, like just sitting here watching my own replay, quietly, just the music and the driving, it is a very zen kind of vibe to it. Maybe that's part of why I like it so much, because I really like Rally, it's my favorite motorsport discipline, and then just this synthwave music, right? Just fits the vibe so, and then the simple but vibrant art style and environments. Excuse me. It just looks so good. Also, this game deserves much more attention. I need to play more free roam modes so I can unlock more songs. Because each of the free roam state, environments, has one song you can unlock by getting the cassette tapes, pickups. Give me even more variety of songs to play in the game. I feel like free roam is perfect for streams, chill streams. Result 2, Rally Result 2. I need to kick it up a notch. Unlock. Fun. There. Alright, it's nighttime, but this is not raining. The way that the light from the headlights interacts with objects too, it's so good. The way the shadows move. Hey, and it's a mostly tarmac stage, or 100% possible. That was a decent higher, considering we're still going uphill. Or we're going to. Okay, I really like this track. I say in that throws a big hairpin at me. Oh. There. There we go. Ooh, scrape that thing. Nope, don't want to hit that. There we go. That's a power slide right there. Do not hit the trees. Okay. Don't care about the people though. They want to jump in front of my car like that. Get back up there. Get back up there. Get back up there. Jeez. Nope. Get back to the groove. I can put some power down in the apex, but I cut it too tight. New bow car. Whoa. Wow. Huh. All right. Ooh, camera had a little issue there. Okay. Feel like a pretty well balanced stage, not gonna lie. And the car behaves so weird here. Just the up and down frame is really wonky there. To be fair, I wasn't supposed to be off the road, so yeah, it's kind of my fault there. Three more to go. Trying to it wasn't a full airplane like this wider, so I was trying to put a tight with that trailer. Caught it. Man, uphill hairpins. That's crazy. Ooh, narrow brush with the tree. Perfect. Right there. This is a toga. This is a mountain trail toga right here. Okay. And first up, 55% in the world. Dude, I am starting to get better. And here we go. At least it's rain on tarmac and not rain on dirt or crap. Although that presents its own kind of slippery. Okay. You gotta start your rotation super early. You're gonna put any kind of power down for a turn. Gotta start your brake real early too. Okay, we're learning. Here we go. Good cut. Okay. Right-hander. No tree. Okay. No. Don't even... Oh, excuse me. Why didn't the back end flip up? Don't even have to use the handbrake for right angle turns anymore. Or the, 90 degrees. Get back in there, no tree! Ow. Dang it. Get around that tree, please. Dang it. Stone thing I couldn't see. The heck? And hay bale. Obscured by... My goodness. Let's retry this. That was just... That was just the worst. I'm doing worse now. It's perfect. Almost perfect. Dang it. Why'd I have to cut so... Just too tight. Just a smidgen too tight. Stone blocks. Goes out of my way. What purpose do they serve? They're meant to be an obstruction. And it was a short stage, too. Oh. You know what? I'm not watching through that one. That was painful. Oof. Alright. Repair time. No repairs needed. Just clean up the car. No rain. Let's go. Oh no. Hey, Bale! Oh. Get off of it. Let me go. And I just spun myself. Okay. There. We got it. We got it. What? Hmm. Alright, finally done with that. Let's see what we get. Alright, so I got that. Yeah, okay. Horse 9, 5, rally. Okay. And that is that for Group 3. On to Group 4. Curious, does the mod change the names in these little videos? Or no, because they're pre-rendered? About to find out. Nope, they don't. Haha. Okay then. Turbo brick. Oh, this one, isn't that the one I used in the weekend? Yeah, that's super good. Maybe. Oh, it's inspired. Awesome. The original. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look and see what these are before I end the video. No 5 turbo, BMW M3, Volvo 240 volt, BMW M1. That's a BMW. Okay. That's the least BMW looking BMW I've ever seen. Ford Sierra. That was pretty cool looking. Toyota Sprinter Trueno. Yeah. There it is. The Panda Trueno. Okay, now it looks familiar. Alpine A310. Okay. The turbocharged V6 for 320 horse. Alfa Romeo Beta Turbo Delta. Datsun 16J. Opel Asona 4. It's okay. What's up? Alright, so I think next time I'm gonna I mean, do you want to say hi? You can. Okay. I think in the first one, I'm probably gonna have to use the Alpine. So I got the mod that prevents me from using cars that were not made before the era. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to use. Okay. So yeah, that's what we got going on there. Yeah, that's it for me for now. That took longer than I expected because it was 5 freaking stages in 2 different rallies, so 10 total. Yeah, so we're gonna move on next time, finally getting into something new, Group 4. Let me know what you're thinking about the mods. Do you think I should deactivate the one that locks out from each year cars that weren't made in that year? It seems like it really does limit my options a bit, but it does keep it more authentic. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. And then do all that YouTube stuff, like, subscribe. Honestly, those are the 2 main things you can do to help me out, and it will help immensely. It'll do more for me than anything else you can do right now. especially since my channel is small, it'll make sure that this content gets in front of the eyes of people who would enjoy it. So if you made it this far, then I appreciate your support in doing those two things. This has been Samuel Ray. I will see you in my next upload. Keep an eye out for more motorsports gaming related content and simulators, but we approach them a bit more casual and, with an eye out for fun. Alright, I'll see you later.